Hey guys, welcome to the end of week analysis. If you can hear me, please type yes. Hey guys, hi Anup, hi Hardik, hello. Yes, super. All right, so I'm not gonna waste some time. I was gonna wait for another minute, but I think it's you'll earn time, so let's begin anyway. Let's start with our analysis. I think we're still waiting on few. All right. Hello, hello. Super. All right. So let's begin. So as I said, before we move on, I just want to speak about some investment stocks that we discussed last time. And I'm going to start with few that I have selected. So let's start with Atul. Atul, we started with a monthly bullish divergence. There's still a probability. Of course, today was a drop here, but nonetheless, if it comes and corrects and then gives you an opportunity, why not? So that is still in the play. Now, this here after Thursday has already moved up 28%, Gujarat Rafia. All right. And this is, again, perfect setup that we discussed. IEX, beautiful again. We've been talking about this for a couple of months now. And since 140, it has been like straight up, went till 158, 60 odd levels. And of course, there is a point of interest here. You can see where my cursor is, but you can see where the daily point of interest was. So it was a beautiful push up. A small correction here and there wouldn't matter. Then we came to alkyl amines, monthly bullish divergence, high broken, looks good. We do have a trend line here, double bottom, sorry, and it is supposedly to break, but maybe later. A pullback is always good. Tide water oil still there, still a breakout, maybe gives you a change in polarity and then gives you a move. Again, you get an opportunity once more. EID Parry, we've been discussing since few months now. Discussed about sugar stocks. There's a video already on YouTube. You can check it out. Then we had InfoBean. InfoBean, monthly bullish divergence, high is not broken yet. So the alert is set. आपको दिख रहा है यहाँ alert already है. So जब alert टूटेगा तब हम इसमें आ जाएंगे. But as I said, these are only for educational purpose कि हमने कैसे स्कैन किया था. आपको भी पता है क्यों हमने ये स्कैन लिस्ट में डाल रखा है. तो अगर आपको लगता है कि ये आपके फंडामेंटली या आपके लिस्ट में है, then you know that we got it in our list also. Thyrocare as well, bullish divergence, pullback, and then kind of breaking a head and shoulder pattern in weekly chart. So looks good here as well. तो ये कुछ stocks हमने select कर रखे हैं जो कि it's on the verge. So this started with a bullish divergence emphasis, came back to EMA, again giving a beautiful move. There is a point of interest here. अगर ये ऊपर की ओर जाता है, then again it would be fantastic on the upside. Maybe a breakout here, maybe follow through of a monthly candle, piercing pattern tha, that is good as well. फिर हमारे पास है एपटेक which is monthly EMA. कहाँ से? यहाँ से जून से लेके आज तक ट्रेलिंग हाइस चल रहा है. इस महीने ट्रेलिंग हाइस तोड़ दिया है. At EMA bullish divergence at in the weekly chart. Again, you know what to do. And Motherson Sumi, which is at EMA in the monthly chart, started with a bullish divergence in the monthly chart, went up at EMA, and now it is giving you a follow through again on the upside. So this looks promising as well. So once again, these are few stocks that they're few of many. So यहाँ पे हमने ये सारे discuss किए थे. I'm not gonna spend time on that. You can go and watch that video from last week. But these are few stocks that I think can give you an opportunity, and you can keep it in your list. Again, these are not tips. These are only to help you identify good opportunities the way we do. जैसे हम स्कैन करते हैं, हम क्या सिस्टम यूज करते हैं, वो मैं आपके साथ शेयर कर रहा हूँ. इट इज नॉट एट ऑल अ टिप. Please do your own analysis. Now we come to stocks. So now when we come to stocks, we've got 14 stocks, so not a big thing here, but we can discuss commodities as well today if we have enough time. Otherwise, of course, Nifty and Bank Nifty will be on radar. That how do we treat Nifty and Bank Nifty? I've got a question already. Emphasis re-entry will be after resistance breakout. So you can do it. As I said, you can do it because monthly का follow through हो गया. You can do it now or wait for the breakout. It's either way. You know, मेरा concept ये है कि अगर 200 से 400 जाता है तभी भी 200 point होता है. 400 से 600 जाता है तभी भी 200 point होता है. So as long as you have that clear in your mind and you don't have FOMO, you're all good. All right, so let's start. So starting with Adani Enterprise, why I put in Adani Enterprise here? Because काफी जनों ने मेरे से पूछा अब अदानी का क्या होगा, अब क्या करना है, अब क्या करना है. So ये करना है कि ये एक रेजिस्टेंस था जो कि एक बिग व्हाइट कैंडल से टूटा है. ये CIP के लिए आ रहा है, या तो आ गया है या तो आ रहा है. अब दो चीज हो सकते हैं, या तो यहाँ पे ये थोड़ा ऊपर जाके फिर आएगा EMA पे या CIP पे, एंड you get a good daily candle. उसके बाद आप as a CIP, and then you can start entering this as well. So maybe not on Monday, maybe Tuesday onwards could be a good thing to keep an eye out for, Adani Enterprises. Then we have Ambuja Cement. Again, I've got a weekly chart on my left hand side, बीच में daily chart है, right hand side में hourly chart है. Hourly chart को मैं बहुत छोटा कर सकता हूँ because we are scanning for a end of week. So as you can see, again, point of interest, big candle breakout, change in polarity. Now यहाँ पे अगर ये Monday को bullish divergence दे दे हमें, then it is perfect. Otherwise CPR narrow है, इसके ऊपर है ही. Gap up खुले तो better है. Weekly chart में you can see there's a gap up, right? So is in daily as well. So technically इसको follow through होने से will be good. Otherwise it needs to kind of test something and go back up. So this could be the test that I'm talking about. So let's see how Monday behaves. I think Tuesday is going to be an interesting day, rather than spending time or scratching your head on a Monday. फिर हम आते हैं एशियन पेंट्स पे. एशियन पेंट्स का भी यही कुछ सीन है. हमने ये रेजिस्टेंस लाइन लास्ट टाइम भी बनाया था. There's a bearish divergence here. Now it needs a follow through. So maybe narrow CPR as well. Hourly में भी bearish divergence था. और वीकली में ऐसा कोई बुलिश डाइवर्जेंस था नहीं. सो दिस इट फेल, केम बैक अप. पॉइंट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट. नाउ व्हाट one thing can happen is either it can, if it gives you a follow through on the downside, R1 पे है, so it can come till the monthly CPR, which is basically this shoulder here. So maybe creates a shoulder, goes back up and breaks out if it has to go higher. ठीक है, तो उस in that case this narrow CPR can help you out, trade on the downside and then make some money and then enter again if you get a re-entry trade on the upside. So that is the plan for Asian Paints here. All right, then we come to I'm getting few questions, लेकिन थोड़ा सा वेट करते हैं. 14 स्टॉक्स ही हैं, उसके बाद हम क्वेश्चंस आंसर कर लेंगे. ठीक है. BEL में you can see that it is broken out. I don't know why this is in the list, so I'm just going to remove this, I think accidentally. So 13 stocks now. Biocon, it is at weekly EMA. So you see there's a bearish divergence, fell. अब weekly EMA पे है. Weekly EMA पे daily bearish divergence बना हुआ है. Tick down, tick down, tick down. And today it kind of exhausted the gap as well. You have a narrow CPR. I have an alert set कि अगर ये नीचे की ओर जाता है तो मैं probably I'll take a risk above the weekly, put the stop loss above the weekly CPR or something, which is also a gap here. So there was a gap here, exhausted, and maybe first few hours अगर यहाँ पे जाके resistance लेके फिर गिरेगा, I'll be happier because stop loss छोटे रहेंगे. So Biocon, because of that, seems perfect. Then we have Bosch Limited. Again, at daily EMA, you have a beautiful bullish divergence here, narrow CPR also. So इसके ऊपर alert लगा सकते हैं if you're interested in trading this, and this could give you a move on the upside. Also, kind of confirms breaking the high of the daily candle. So this looks good. Then you have Chola Fin weekly EMA पे, there's a bullish divergence. I was actually waiting for a gap exhaustion. ये जो gap यहाँ exhaust नहीं हो रहा था वो आज हो चुका है. Narrow CPR ही माना जाएगा. I mean, not too narrow, but still, if you do get a follow through, I think it is decent. You can probably use the gap as your risk as well. But this is, if you get a follow through, this is pretty decent as well. Then you have Cipla का मेरा alert नीचे की ओर लगा हुआ है just because I think it is a bearish divergence here, then a pullback. So fell from the daily chart. You can see there's a double top, fell, corrective ऊपर, and at the daily EMA or a monthly CPR as well, you have a bearish divergence in the hourly chart. And this time, पहले तो CPR के नीचे नहीं गया, CPR के नीचे गया, तो can we sell? That's the question. So that is why Cipla is in this list as well. All right, then we come to Dabur. Dabur, I think, has weekly EMA daily bearish divergence at R1. Kal ka tick down ka low was very low. Today is a shooting star with a low not too far away, and there is a narrow CPR. So you can put an alert, take a trade, and see how it is. I think that's a decent setup as well here. फिर हमारे पास आता है दीपक नाइट्रेट. दीपक नाइट्रेट एक रेजिस्टेंस लाइन पे है. So fall, less fall, then less fall, and is it less fall or more fall? I don't know, but there is a bearish divergence. Low again is too far, so this is in the list because it seems like it will create something, but till it does really give you a smaller risk, don't get into it. Wait for a smaller risk to happen. Then we have Ipca Labs. Ipca Labs, very simple. यहाँ पे daily EMA पे है, you can see, right? And there's a bullish divergence in the hourly chart. So I put the alert here, which is basically a gap up खुलता है तो अच्छा है हमारे लिए. But I'll be alert here. But CPR के ऊपर एंट्री करेंगे कि कहाँ करेंगे वो हम मार्केट के ड्यूरिंग देखेंगे. Then हमारे पास है Muthoot Finance. Now Muthoot Finance is at daily EMA once again, so it goes up, comes till the daily EMA. I don't think there's a CIP here, no. And you have a bullish divergence here with a narrow CPR as well. So again, you can put the alert above the CPR, which is, again, it'll help if it opens with a gap up. Let me just check what's the scene right now. Nothing really. So yeah, as I said, it'll help if it opens with a gap up or something, but nonetheless, that is in the list because of that scenario, right? Again, Naveen Fluorine, ये weekly EMA तक आ रहा है. You can see that's also like a change in polarity level pretty much. In a daily chart, it'll be clearer if I draw that. So if I draw something maybe from here to here, so that is your change in polarity, and then you have a bearish divergence in the daily chart at R1. Again, which suggests that it can go lower below CPR, stop loss, and all that can be done. You can use the CPR to execute as well. So that is a decent place where you can get an entry on the downside. So अगर आप scan खुद करोगे, especially people who learned from me, you will understand. अगर आप scan खुद करोगे, then you'll realize there are a lot of stocks with daily bearish divergences जो censored हैं. There are few stocks with weekly bearish divergences also, but you know how the trend is right now. So I've only picked up those जो कि probability उनका work करना ज़्यादा high है, and I've kind of given up on the rest because there'll be too much to think when it will happen. So might as well wait for the Monday candle to happen and then scan again and see how it is. I hope that makes sense, right? Okay, then we come to Vedanta. Now Vedanta, interestingly, why it's in the list, I'll tell you. First, it has a weekly bullish dividend, goes up, pulls back, and you're expecting higher prices, clearly, right? Now, in the daily chart, you have a head and shoulder, so shoulder, head, shoulder. Now there was a breakout, no follow through, hanging man, and today kind of went up in the first candle, I believe, right? And then fell down, and now it's created a bearish divergence. Now for me, I have put an alert above the line because if it opens gap up above the weekly CPR, I'm interested in buying this because of this prevailing bullish divergence in the weekly chart. तो मुझे लगता है हाँ शायद ये breakout होगा and you know it'll come back to these levels which will give you good money. Now, of course, on the other side, if it does fall lower, opens gap down or falls lower, then the plan is off and you can start selling as well below the CPR. So you could put an alert below the CPR as well, like below the CPR here. I put a little lower so that आज की price से नीचे alert आएगा. But yes, so that is the plan for these 13 stocks, all right, and plus those green labeled bullish divergences in the monthly divergence stocks. ठीक है, क्विकली हम निफ्टी बैंक निफ्टी की बात करते हैं. सो लेट मी जस्ट मेक दिस let me just check it, make this kind of monthly, make it bigger. हम एक टाइम फ्रेम लेके चलते हैं, ठीक है, और आपको ये समझने की जरूरत है. लेट मी ड्रॉ इट इन दैट वे बिकॉज वी हैव इनफ टाइम. यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस. ऑलराइट, सो दिस इज February 9 से लेके November 10. ऑलराइट, then there's a correction. Then again, after correction, we go here. So that is January 12 से लेके March 15. So almost 3 years. Okay, buffer हम लेके चलते हैं हमेशा, of course. Then again correction के बाद we start and we take it till COVID. Let's take it till COVID here. Okay, so once again that is from March 16 से लेके January 20. March 16, January 20. So again 3.5 years. This was also 12 January से March 3.5 years, and this is from February 9 to November 10, 1 year. So that is when it's all started. Let me do it in the cash stock. I think it will be better, right? एक ही बात है, चलो फ्यूचर में अब करना शुरू कर दिए थे. All right, then again 20 से लेके April 20. This was a quick 3-month correction. This was March 15 से लेके Feb 16, 1 year correction. This is December 10 से लेके December 11, 1 year correction. ठीक है, this is quick, but because it's a deeper correction, it came that way. फिर again, sorry, coming back to date range. So यहाँ से फिर हमने शुरू किया, and let's call this correction. So this was from 20 to 21. So ये correction नहीं हुआ क्योंकि ये में 21 and we are at 23 right now. Okay, so I'm not saying anything. I'm just doing analysis. Okay, we are only analyzing because we have enough time. So ये हुआ May 20 से लेके November 23, which is approximately 3.5 years again. ठीक है, so 3.5, 3.5, 3.5. That is what it is. Now, will there be a correction? We don't know yet. अभी के मैंने ये खाली एक साइक्लिक एनालिसिस बहुत पहले किया था, तो मुझे लगा कि आप लोग के साथ करना चाहिए ताकि हमें समझ आए कि भाई हो क्या रहा है. Alright, let me remove drawings now. Let's do our system analysis. Beautiful candles, bearish divergence था, लेकिन nothing happened and it kind of broke out and making new highs. Again 20 days, पूरा month पड़ा है, लेकिन अच्छा खासा चल रहा है, no problem here. Weekly chart as well, RSI is beyond our reach. Let me just do this, like, yeah, MACD beyond our reach as well. And prices are doing well. So what I had done last time was I kind of drew a wedge here to see where we are at. So मैंने वो daily chart में बनाया था. So I'm just gonna draw it on daily itself. So let's go to the daily chart, just so that मेरे को एक trend का पता चलना है. This is Nifty, right? So let's draw it from here. So this was something that I drew then, and यहाँ से हमने ये बनाया था. So that has kind of broken out. So unless this goes back inside this, it is all good, right? That is how it seems like. ठीक है, जब तक ये वापस अंदर, अगर ये अंदर घुस गया वहां, उस दिन से हम फिर कुछ बातें शुरू कर देंगे. लेकिन अभी के लिए it is, there's no bearishness. मंथली R1 के ऊपर है, ये पूरा मंथ पड़ा है. So hopefully it comes back here and gives you another opportunity. That will be brilliant. अब हम आते हैं, ये हमारा निफ्टी का प्लान है. ठीक है, बैंक निफ्टी पे आते हैं. So again, let's make this bigger, है ना, और इसको हम वापस एक बार मंथली चार्ट पे जाते हैं. मंथली चार्ट लुक्स ऑल राइट, कोई अभी तक वैसा नहीं है, लेकिन बेरिश अगर एक भी टिक डाउन होता है ना, अभी भी बेरिश डायमंड्स का है, लेकिन अगेन टू मच फोरकास्टिंग. नाउ आज if you remember, we bought Bank Nifty yesterday, and I'm going to talk about that as well. So this is the kind of trend or wedge, the narrowing wedge that I've drawn here, and it is almost coming here. So next week again is going to be important कि वो breakout देता है कि rejection देता है Bank Nifty. Now coming to the daily chart, this is why we bought, because हमें लगा CIP हो गया, and yes, it did fantastically well. And again 700 के आसपास शायद इसका बॉर्डर है, 734. इट्स ऑलरेडी एट 500 आई थिंक. आज कहाँ तक चला गया, 600 तक चला गया था. सो अनदर 100 पॉइंट्स. सो इट्स, एज आई सेड, मंडे इज गोना बी इंपॉर्टेंट. क्या ये एक रिजेक्शन कैंडल बना के प्रॉपर CIP करेगा एंड डू ऑल दैट तामझाम. कि हमें अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलेगा जब ये ब्रेकआउट हो जाएगा. So either way, we're gonna take a call next week. But this is the plan. If you've not drawn this on your chart, I think I suggest if you're any interest in Bank Nifty, have this drawn as a longer time frame wedge that will help you in trading throughout the next month and next year as well. So that is Bank Nifty for you. All right, now let's go to the stocks that other people are going to talk about. So let's see what you want me to see. And I'm going to open at investing time frame because I think that is what most of the stocks are. So I've got Emphasis. I think I've answered that. If monthly bud line break and come back, like Atul should wait to cross again. So let me open Atul and let's understand what you're trying to say here. See, entire 20 days are left. तो अगर हम daily chart की बात कर रहे हैं तो यार अगर थोड़ा सा pull back आ जाता है, so it's good for me. So let's say I have not entered now. So I'm gonna look for an opportunity to enter. So maybe daily chart में आपको with the trend कुछ मिल जाए तो आप घुस पाओगे. अगर आपने एंट्री कर लिया है, then you just have faith in the system यार, कि अगर हाई टूट गया है, ये मेरा स्टॉप लॉस है या मेरा रिस्क है, एंड आई एम गोना सिट टाइट एंड सी. जैसे हमने ऑरो फार्मा किया था, जैसे हमने ग्लेनमार्क किया था, जैसे हमने पास्ट में आईएक्स में किया है. तो आई थिंक आई मीन दिस इज व्हाट आई वुड सजेस्ट. Then we have campus. Let's start. So campus active where monthly brand new नया लो बनाया है. वीकली में बुलिश डाइवर्जेंसेस हैं, यस. मंथली सीपीआर के ऊपर भी गए. श्योर यू कैन, आई मीन सी, टू बी ऑनेस्ट इट्स अ फॉलिंग स्टॉक, राइट? सो एनीथिंग फॉर यू, एनीथिंग फॉर मी टू बी वेरी ऑप्टिमिस्टिक अबाउट इज अगर ये लेवल के ऊपर चला जाता है. ठीक है, ये बॉटम था, इसने इसको तोड़ दिया, तो अगर इसके ऊपर जाता है देन आई विल बी इंटरेस्टेड. You know, something like this. If this is the trajectory, I'll be happy. But जब तक ये नीचे है, then I'm a little reluctant. मतलब मैंने जैसे बोला ना कि अगर ये 270 चल रहा है, मैं 300 में खरीदने को रेडी हूँ, लेकिन वो मुझे ये कंफर्मेशन दे इस इंफॉर्मेशन का कि हाँ भाई स्टॉक ठीक है. राइट, लेट्स डू ग्लोबल स्पिरिट्स. प्लेंटी ऑफ स्टॉक्स, राइट? सब भाग रहे हैं, मुझे मेरे दोस्तों ने भी काफी फोन किया इस बार. ग्लोबल स्पिरिट्स यार looks okay यार, to be honest. There is no divergence, but है support line है. So let me just daily chart को थोड़ा छोटा कर देता हूँ so that you understand what I'm trying to say. Support line है यहाँ पे, है ना? So that way it looks okay. There was छोटा सा यहाँ divergence मान लिया जाए अगर इसको. But if it comes back, test this line and then goes back again, I wouldn't be surprised. But ठीक है, monthly chart देख के या ऐसे समझ के लग रहा है, it looks okay. So I don't think there's a problem here in global spirits. Okay. Again, मेरे हिसाब से ऐसा कुछ लॉन्ग टर्म में अगर हम बात कर रहे हैं तो नुपुर रिसाइकलर्स अगेन मंथली फेयरली न्यू, वीकली में छोटा सा डाइवर्जेंस है, बट अगेन फॉलिंग स्टॉक है. एंड ऐसा स्टॉक है कि इसका कैसे करोगे आप? ट्रेंड लाइन भी नहीं बनाओगे, हॉरिजॉन्टल लाइंस बना के करो इसको, सो बेटर रहेगा, है ना? सो ड्रॉ लाइक फाइंड योरसेल्फ अ लेवल दैट भाई इसके ऊपर जाने से, आई थिंक अगेन 100 के ऊपर जाने से ही मैं शायद इसमें थोड़ा सा घुसने की कोशिश करूंगा, unless there's some fundamental thing which I'm not talking about, because of course I've not done any fundamental analysis on them. I'm just talking about technicals here purely, कि मुझे क्या समझ आ रहा है. अब वो हो रहा है नहीं हो रहा है वो सब of course is a different issue altogether. Balkrishna Industries, I've got it in my list for some reason. So monthly chart, it is at, oh it's testing its high. So देखो दो तरीका का होता है. पहले देखो यहाँ पे भी टेस्ट किया था, रिजेक्ट हुआ, एक ब्रेकआउट हो गया. जब ये ब्रेकआउट हो जाता है ना, तब ये बस फिर नया. सो अभी आपको दिख रहा है डोजी डोजी डोजी, यू नो, ऑफ कोर्स ये महीना बचा हुआ है. सो अगर ये ब्रेकआउट हो जाता है देन यू आर हैप्पी. अदरवाइज ट्रेल इट. इफ यू आर ऑलरेडी होल्डिंग इट, आप क्या कर सकते हो? आपके हाथ में क्या है कि आप अपना रिस्क ट्रेल कर सकते हो. आपका रिस्क एपेटाइट आपको पता है. सो जस्ट ट्रेल योर ईएमएस प्लस बफर. या आपने अगर देखा कि जैसे वीकली में बेरिश डाइवर्जेंस बने हुए, सो मे बी गेट आउट वंस एंड देन मे बी ब्रेकआउट होगा, फिर घुस जाना. फोमो मत करना. और क्या, इफ यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट ट्रेडिंग, दिस इज व्हाट यू नो, दिस इज नॉट अ ट्रेडिंग स्टॉक टू बी ऑनेस्ट. बट इफ यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट कैश स्टॉक्स, लाइक आपने रख रखा है या आपने फ्यूचर्स भी रख रखा है बहुत दिनों के लिए. So I think trail your weekly EMAs or something, the red line, the 22 or 26 EMA, whatever you follow. Trail that. That is a better thing to do, I think, because RSI you see that's getting weaker at newer highs and MACD as well, and all that suggests maybe breakout करने में थोड़ा time लग जाएगा. ठीक है. Then we have Polyplex. This is my green list. So yes, there is a divergence. High टूटा था कितने से 84.95. ठीक है, decent. But yes, it did not go above the EMA, and this week kind of fell, right? Have faith, had buffer, I don't know. Monthly CPR के ऊपर गया था. But R1 ठीक है. मेरा I don't know, for some reason मेरा alert नहीं है. देखो, my alert is still here. It is not triggered yet. So this is why. So see, I'll show you my daily chart, right? This is where my alert was. You see this bottom, and this bottom. मैंने alert उसके ऊपर लगा रखा है कि भाई अगर इसके ऊपर चला गया then I'm happy to buy. क्योंकि ये कैंडल जो टिकअप कैंडल था बहुत छोटा सा स्पिनिंग टॉप था, विच इज अ कंफ्यूजन कैंडल. सो इसलिए मैंने अभी तक इसको एंटर नहीं किया है, या इसको मेरा अलर्ट भी नहीं बजा इनफैक्ट. सो दिस इज, डज दैट मेक सेंस? आई थिंक इट्स शशांक राइट हु आस्क्ड. या ठीक है. सो दिस इज व्हाई आई एम नॉट इन येट. आई थिंक वेट, इफ यू ऑलरेडी एंटर्ड, वेट फॉर इट यार, और क्या बोल सकता हूँ. बट मेरा एंट्री इसके ऊपर ही होगा. सोचो फॉर एग्जाम्पल मैंने अगर लाइन बनाया होता तो ऐसे बनाया होता. सो दिस इज व्हाई मैं alert hasn't triggered. तो इसके ऊपर जाने से क्या है, ये जो नीचे वाला पार्ट है आपका डाइवर्जेंस वाला पार्ट, ये फॉल्स ब्रेकआउट माना जाता. सो सी हाउ यू सी नेक्स्ट वीक कैसा होता है, नहीं होता है. गुजरात गैस, गुजरात गैस, yes, divergence follow through. This looks fine यार, to be honest this looks fine. इसको अब डेली को मैं थोड़ा सा छोटा कर देता हूँ, है ना. This looks fine. Double bottom भी था यहाँ पे, and this is like a U and turnaround can happen. This is fine. Gujarat Gas. Then we have after Gujarat Gas we have Burnpur Cement. Yeah, the ceiling is way high, right? It did not start. It started with a bullish divergence censored, but ठीक है, EMA पे आके यहाँ पे आपको वीकली चार्ट में एंट्री मिल गया. पॉइंट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट है यहाँ पे एक रेजिस्टेंस प्रीवियस, जस्ट लाइक IEX as well and few other stocks. यहाँ पे एक पॉइंट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट है, तो हो सकता है यहाँ पे एक पॉज ले ले या ऐसा कुछ कर ले, बट अगेन इसके ऊपर जाने से इट माइट वर्क फैंटास्टिकली. ठीक है. आई थिंक सर लो वॉल्यूम स्टॉक्स, राइट? फ्रीज होके खुलता है ऊपर. Missed the line and entered on a gap up. That's fine यार, हो जाता है कभी कभी, it's okay. So Burnpur Cement हो गया. अदानी पावर, yeah, doing well यार, कुछ चक्कर नहीं है. आज का कैंडल से घबराओ मत. I think this is what I'm gonna say. If you want, just draw like this line here. I think this is your base now, and just keep this as your base and be happy about it, I guess. है ना? For Adani Power. 012W in Balkrishna. Okay, so again, let me go to Balkrishna again, since we'd already done that. Bullish or bearish? Bearish, maybe, yes. Bearish divergence has 012. I won't say this is too close. मतलब 012 कैसे होता है, सोचो थोड़ा सा इधर आके फिर टेस्ट करके होना, तो little space. But I understand what you're saying. It can be, considered as a 012, but इसका फिर कितना टारगेट होगा नहीं कुछ, or something like here. Yeah, fair enough. But treat it as a bearish divergence for me. I think that is, बस उसको वैसे ही लेके चलो, मेरे ख्याल से बेटर रहेगा. ठीक है. Then we come to, sorry, Adani Power done. RPSG Ventures. RPSG. Now, RPSG Ventures, yes, at EMA, यहाँ पे आया था वीकली में, फिर gone up, looks good, no problem. सीलिंग अभी ऊपर है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. ब्रेकआउट है पॉइंट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट का भी. I think there is a head and shoulder also here. Can draw it properly. So you could probably use that as well, if that makes sense. कहाँ गया? Hardik, RSPG Ventures. Yes, so there you go. That is Saregama. That's in my green list. So at monthly EMA and I don't know why this is in my green list. Monthly bullish divergence, double bottom types maybe. Yeah, looks okay. Yeah, double bottom करके yeah. Oh, weekly divergence. Okay, weekly divergence is maybe 0.12 pullback and then going up. Fair enough. ये corrective wave लगी रहे. Tuck tuck tuck. Third wave and fair enough. Saregama was all right as well. Sir, SME IPOs are good to apply. I don't do IPOs much, so probably I'm the wrong person to suggest anything on that behalf. But if you want to apply for IPOs, yes, fair enough. You know, it's a good story that India has. Why not? But again, talk to a professional. Yeah, I'm not the right guy to talk about IPOs. Just a sec. Let me. Balakrishna done. BCL Industries. Oops. BCL Industries. Yeah, there you go. हाँ, इसका भी न्यू स्टॉक डूइंग वेल. यहाँ पे री एंट्री था, वीकली बुलिश डाइवर्जेंस विद 0.12 एट monthly EMA and see where it is now. So yeah, I mean, if you're holding it, hold it. There's nothing negative about it, I believe. Infibeam Avenues. Infibeam Avenues started with a bullish divergence here, pulled back. Again, there's a monthly double bottom bullish divergence going higher. Ceiling is higher. So गिरने के बाद pull back, फिर tuck. Yes, looks all right. I think there was a bullish divergence, not here, but yes, there's a trend line breakout. Yep, gap up, छोटू सा, and going up. No problem. This looks all right as well. Infibeam. All right. Then you got Snowman. Snowman started with a bullish divergence here, went up, pulled back, double bottom, still neckline not broken. This is your point of interest for this stock. So I think this is an important point of interest. ठीक है? So इस यहाँ तक देखना क्या होता है. I think RBL बैंक या किसी में ऐसा ही कुछ है ना, एक resistance line आ जाता है आसपास. So be careful here. If you already bought, maybe start watching it carefully कि क्या ये reject होता है, क्या ये breakout होता है, and then take a call, है ना. But yeah, it's okay till here, and इसके बाद you need to react कि क्या होता है, उसके बाद आप देखना. This is Snowman, right? All right, done. मेरे पास कुछ वक्त और है, so I can do quickly commodities if you want. So let's start with gold. ठीक है? So this is your gold का chart. As you can see, this is my previous resistance broken. Now, of course, it fell when markets rallied, and it's coming till the EMA, which is also the change in polarity level. इसको हम weekly से start करते हैं. Deepak Fertilizer, let me get to that. Oh, you're still in the stocks. All right, let's keep doing stocks. Forget about commodities. Commodity we can do sometime later. You can just get in touch with me for that. All right. So coming back to Deepak Fertilizer. ये भी मेरे ग्रीन लिस्ट पे है. इसका मतलब मंथली एट EMA बुलिश डाइवर्जेंस. यस, you can see मेरा alert कहाँ लगा हुआ है, ये dotted lines. It is above the gap. So you see why? Because एक gap up was exhausted by a very big black candle and fell. Now it is approaching it, but I wanted to exhaust it. जैसे मैंने बोला, I'm happy to enter a little later, but confirmation होना बहुत जरूरी है मेरे लिए. और ये monthly gap exhaust हुआ है, so it becomes a little weird for me. अभी क्यों मैं इसलिए बोल रहा हूँ, क्योंकि अगर ये टेस्ट करके यहाँ नीचे तक आ जाए और मंथली बुलिश डायमंड बना के फिर बढ़े, आई वुडंट बी सरप्राइज्ड. सो अगेन अलर्ट लगा हुआ है, जब बजेगा तब बजेगा. बट दैट इज व्हाट माय थिंग इज. नाउ अल्बर्ट डेविड, ओह सॉरी, दिस इज माय BSC. अल्बर्ट डेविड NSC में भी है ना. yeah, looks okay यार. अभी ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, थोड़ा सा ऊपर नीचे these swings happen, so थोड़ा नीचे आएगा फिर ऊपर जाएगा, but looks all right. It's a monthly wide CPR, so maybe this month it won't do much. Maybe next month. All right, I think that's about it for stocks. So quickly again, मैं वापस जाता हूँ gold silver करने के लिए. So gold, as I said, there is a CIP approaching, which also will create a bullish divergence in the 2-hour chart. If it does, I'm not sure, क्योंकि weekly का candle is not that great, है ना? But it's all right, nothing to worry. ये सब होते रहता है, फिर maybe यहाँ पे आके touch करके फिर भागे. But unless something drastic happens, it's a sense of divergence. It is coming till the EMA. Let it come till the EMA. We'll see how it goes on Monday. ठीक है, फिर सिल्वर खोलते हैं. सिल्वर सेम थिंग, इट इज एट EMA 50% ऊपर खुला था, but somehow it has exhausted the gap and it is falling, which is again from a very strong resistance level. You can see if I kind of minimize this, that is your resistance. Silver यहाँ तक आया था, and then again this is your big gap which is kind of exhausted. And it is actually falling. We just started falling here. So pretty interesting. But देखते हैं आगे क्या होता है silver में. How it ends today, because that becomes important. Oh, look at that. That is scary, right? Weekly, huge engulfing bear. If it ends like this, again, 4 hours to go. And yeah, there is a divergence here as well. So silver doesn't look that great at resistance, and this kind of setup doesn't look that great, to be honest, when I'm looking at it. You know? So that is silver. So let's keep going. Crude oil. Crude oil, very interesting. See, generally I would say monthly chart है, maybe थोड़ा सा और यहाँ pull back करे 5200 तक, तो bullish diamond बना के जाए तो मजा आ जाए. But again, too longer time frame. Weekly में there was a bullish diamond 0123. So if I plot a target, you'll see how beautiful this was. Right? Oh, pretty much target was 7999, 7846, and done and dusted. I think I can just make it precise. ये precisely मैंने रखा नहीं है, हाँ मोटा मोटी वैसे. Now there's a, of course it fell, coming back to strange support levels, and the daily chart we have a bullish divergence. If it ends like this, अगर ये ऐसे खत्म होता है तो हमारे पास एक bullish divergence बनता है, तो मंडे को हम इसको यूज कर सकते हैं अगर हमें अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलेगा तो. ऑलराइट, सो दिस लुक्स प्रीटी गुड इफ इट गिव्स यू अ फॉलो थ्रू ऑन मंडे. फिर हम आते हैं कॉपर पे. कॉपर पे अगेन let's go to weekly chart or monthly chart first. Monthly is all right at EMA engulfing bull last month. Weekly chart, bullish divergence, very slight pullback, and yes, weekly looks good. A hammer looks good, decent candle here. And daily chart as well, today it went at EMA and then it fantastically went on the higher side. Okay, so looks good here as well. So metal looks good, copper. Then we come to natural gas. Natural gas, start with monthly chart. Of course, that isn't that great because at EMA फिर ये हो सकता है नीचे के और आ रहा है. Weekly में it started with a bearish divergence, broke the channel as well. This week, again, 4 hours to go. You don't know what's going to happen. And daily में there's a divergence, but is it the best or is it just going to do a pullback? So if it's just going to do a pullback, we'll get it next week. Maybe Monday, do an intraday trade, get in the morning, get out if you get a divergence entry. But yeah, that's the plan. Now we come to zinc, right? And now zinc, as I said, copper में थोड़ा bullish setup था. Zinc में उतना नहीं है because monthly, again, it has just started, but fell monthly at EMA. Weekly bullish, bearish divergence, right? And looks like might just fall. In the daily chart, however, it is far from EMAs. It is at your channel. And there's a 2-hour bullish divergence. So this is why we'd kind of taken that. There's a gap up follow through as well. So one risk that one can take. And in this layout as well, you can see the weekly CPR is going to change. So it's going to come somewhere. Let's just go, future pivots. So it's going to go somewhere here. And that is what your target is anyway, 221 and stuff, because that is where point of interest is. So hopefully that's going to work. If not, that is what it is. So that is about metals as well. So I think that's it, guys. Thank you very much. I think there's one stock that you want to talk about, KRBL. So let me do KRBL quickly. Monthly bearish divergence here. So uske against थोड़ा tough हो जाता है unless I have a bullish divergence somewhere in the weekly chart. But daily में divergence है. I mean, weekly it is at decent support level. Maybe it can pull a little upar ki or. But yeah, I have no right now, unless this bearish divergence changes like a good month. I'm not going to talk about this on the upside. But yes, there is, I think, classical charting agar aap karoge, so you can draw your point of interest here and use this if you want. But that's about it, I think. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Brilliant that you were here. I'll see you next week for another week of stock picks. Till then, trade safe, enjoy trading, and enjoy trading. That is the most important part. Do it full time if you can. Take care. Bye-bye. I'll see you next week. Thank you.